Welcome to the Planning for Your Retirement program. This program is for members who are not yet ready to retire but would like to learn more about the benefits provided by Nevada PERS. Today's topics include eligibility for benefits and the formula used to calculate your monthly amount, beneficiary benefits, disability retirement and survivor benefits, how to increase your service credit, the timeline to retire, and information about the PERS website. NV PERS provides 3 types of monthly lifetime benefits. Service retirement is the benefit you receive based on your age, years of service, and average salary. Disability retirement is a benefit available if you need to retire early due to a permanent disability that prevents you from performing your job duties. And survivor benefits is a benefit that may be payable to your eligible survivors if you die before you retire. Retirement eligibility for regular members is based on the date you enrolled in the system, pre-January 1st, 2010, on or after January 1st, 2010, or on or after July 1st of 2015. Pre-2010 members can retire with 5 years of service at age 65, 10 years of service at age 60, or 30 years at any age. Post-2010 members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 62, or 30 years at any age. Post-2015 members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 62, 30 years at age 55, or 33.3 years at any age. Members of the Police and Firefighter Fund have different eligibility requirements. Pre-2010 police and fire members can retire with 5 years of service at age 65, 10 years of service at age 55, 20 years of service at age 50, or 25 years at any age. Post-2010 police and fire members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 60, 20 years at age 50, or 30 years at any age. Post-2015 police and fire members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 60, 20 years at age 50, or 33.3 years at any age. Years of service must be earned in a police and fire position to qualify for the earlier retirement ages provided to these members. A formula is used to calculate your monthly benefit based on service credit, which is your years, months, and days earned in the system, multiplied by the service time factor, a percentage based on your PERS enrollment date, multiplied by your average compensation, which is your 36 highest consecutive months of salary. The result of this formula is your service retirement allowance, which is the maximum benefit available when you are fully eligible to retire. As part of the benefit formula, the service time factor that will be multiplied by your service credit is based on your original enrollment date in PERS. Members enrolled before January 1st, 2010 will receive 2.5% for any service credit earned before July 1st of 2001 and 2.67% for service after that date. Members enrolled on or after January 2010 will receive 2.5% for all service credit earned in the system. Regular members enrolled on or after July 1st of 2015 will receive 2.25% for all service credit earned. Police and fire members in this group will remain at the 2.5% rate. Once calculated, this is the percentage you will receive of your average compensation. If you were enrolled on or after July 1st of 1985, the maximum service time factor you can earn is 75%. Average compensation is based on your 36 highest consecutive months of wages reported to PERS by your public employer. If you were enrolled on or after January 1st, 2010, your average compensation may not increase more than 10% from one year to the next. Your average compensation will not be affected if your wages increased due to a promotion or because you received assignment-related pay. This is an example of a benefit calculation for a member enrolled before January 1st of 2010 with 20 years of service and an average compensation of $3,000. 10 years of service credit was earned before July 1st of 2001 and is multiplied by 2.5%. The remaining 10 years was earned after that date and is multiplied by 2.67% for a total service time factor of 51.7%. The 51.7% service time factor is multiplied by the $3,000 average compensation, resulting in a maximum unreduced monthly benefit of $1,551. This benefit calculation example is for members enrolled between January 1st, 2010 and June 30 of 2015. The service time factor for this group is 2.5% for all service credit. The last benefit calculation example is for members enrolled on or after July 1st of 2015. The service time factor for regular members is 2.25% for all service credit. Police and firefighters in this group will stay at the 2.5% service time factor for their benefit calculation. If you want to retire before you reach your full retirement age, you can start your benefit with an early retirement reduction. If you were enrolled before January 1st of 2010, the reduction is 4% for each year you are under the full retirement age. If you were enrolled after that date, a 6% reduction will apply. The reduction will also be prorated for months and, in some cases, for days. The first example is for a member enrolled before January 1st of 2010 with a 2-year early retirement reduction totaling 8%. The second example is for a member enrolled after January 1st of 2010 with a 2-year early retirement reduction of 12%. An early retirement reduction is a permanent adjustment to your benefit. When you retire, you will have the choice between 8 benefit options. Option 1 pays you the highest benefit based on salary and service credit earned during your employment. This option provides the highest benefit for your lifetime but stops upon your death. Option 2 pays you an actuarially reduced benefit for your lifetime with the same amount payable to your beneficiary immediately upon your death. Option 3 pays you an actuarially reduced benefit for your lifetime with 50% payable to your beneficiary immediately upon your death. Option 4 provides the same amount to a beneficiary, and Option 5 pays a 50% beneficiary benefit. However, the beneficiary must be at least age 60 before payment begins after your death. Options 6 and 7 allow you to specify a flat rate dollar amount to your beneficiary. Option 6 pays the beneficiary immediately upon your death, and Option 7 requires the beneficiary be age 60. Option 8 is the only option that does not pay a continuing benefit for the beneficiary's lifetime. Instead, it provides a 6-month payment to a beneficiary immediately upon your death. The actuarial reduction for the optional benefits is based on the age of the retiree and the beneficiary. This example shows the reduction for a 62-year-old retiree with a 55-year-old beneficiary. Police and fire members may select Option 1 and designate a spouse or registered domestic partner to receive 50% of the maximum benefit earned in a police and fire eligible position. To qualify for this benefit, you must be contributing under the employer pay plan prior to the termination of your employment. After your death, the benefit to your spouse or registered domestic partner starts upon his or her 50th birthday. If you wish to provide a continuing benefit to a beneficiary after your death, you may designate any person, but if you are married, your spouse's consent is required. Once retired, you cannot change your beneficiary to another person. If your beneficiary predeceases you, your benefit is adjusted to Option 1 with no beneficiary coverage. Be advised that federal law may limit the amount payable to a non-spouse beneficiary who is more than 10 years younger than you. This will be determined when PERS calculates your benefit. Disability retirement is available if you have at least 5 years of service and are unable to perform the duties of your job due to a permanent physical or mental condition. Your benefit is calculated using the same benefit formula, but with no reduction for retiring before your full retirement age. You must apply for this benefit prior to the termination of your employment, and reports from you, your employer, and your healthcare provider must be submitted to document your condition. Your disability request requires approval by the PERS board. Disability retirees have special reemployment restrictions that apply if you return to work in any capacity. Survivor benefits may be paid from your account if you die as an active member prior to retirement with a minimum of 2 years of service. Survivor benefits for inactive members with less than 10 years of service are available if you pass away within 6 months after terminating from your job. PERS statute states that if survivor benefits are payable and you are married at the time of death, your spouse or registered domestic partner will be considered first to receive benefits from your account. In addition, your dependent children under the age of 18 are also eligible. Dependent parents may qualify if there are no other eligible survivors. Single members of the system can and should designate a survivor beneficiary who will be eligible to receive the same survivor benefit that would be payable to a spouse. Married members should also make this designation. In the event you and your spouse die together, the spouse's benefit will transfer to the survivor beneficiary. It is very important that all non-retired members complete a survivor beneficiary designation form listing one person as the survivor beneficiary who is not your spouse, a trust, or charitable organization. Additional payees may also be listed to share in the survivor beneficiary benefit based on a percentage you provide on the form. If a monthly benefit is not available, your employee contributions, if any, will be refunded based on your family and beneficiary information. When completing the form, be sure to list whole numbers that total 100% in the survivor beneficiary designation area and sign your name at the bottom of the form. Typed or electronic signatures will not be accepted. This form must be properly completed and received in the PERS office prior to your death. PERS will notify you if corrections are needed. Properly completed forms can be viewed by logging in to your PERS member account through the website. This is an example of the survivor benefits payable based on your years of service credit. With a minimum of 2 years of service, your spouse, registered domestic partner, or survivor beneficiary will receive a flat rate benefit of $450 per month for his or her lifetime. If your death is work-related or you are killed in the line of duty, survivor benefits are payable with no minimum service credit requirement. After 10 years of service, the benefit formula is used to calculate the survivor benefit. With 10 years, the spouse, registered domestic partner, or survivor beneficiary will be entitled to a 50% benefit payable under Option 3. After 15 or more years of service, the benefit is increased to the 100% beneficiary benefit payable under Option 2. Option 2 is also payable if the member was fully eligible to retire based on service credit and age. Dependent children each receive $400 per month payable through their 18th birthday. This benefit can be extended to age 23 if the child continues with school as a full-time student. There are 2 ways you can increase your service credit: purchase of service and refund repayment. Once you have earned 5 years of service credit through work, you may purchase up to 5 additional years. The purchase cost is custom calculated based on your age, your service credit, and your average compensation. If you were enrolled on or after July 1st of 2015, you can purchase service to increase your service time factor, but it will not count towards eligibility for early retirement unless you have a qualified family medical emergency. If you refunded your employee contributions and later returned to work for at least 6 months in a PERS-eligible position, you can repay the refund plus interest and restore canceled service credit. You may purchase service or repay a refund with a lump sum payment, a rollover from a tax-deferred qualified plan such as a 457, a 403B, or 401k, or a payment plan that includes additional interest. Contact the PERS office for a purchase of service or refund repayment estimate. If you served in the military during Operation Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom, or Iraqi Freedom during specified time periods, You may be eligible to purchase up to 3 additional years of service credit above the 5-year maximum available to all PERS members. The amount of service credit you can purchase is based on the number of months you served in one or more of these conflicts. You will be required to submit a copy of your military discharge papers to document your qualifying military service. The cost to purchase military time is based on the standard purchase of service formula and rates. Once you are within 1 year of the date you plan to retire, contact our office for an estimate of your benefit and the application paperwork. You can also calculate an estimate of your benefit on the NVPERS website once you have created a secure account. Your application must be received by PERS on or before the effective date of your retirement. Submit your application anytime once you are within 6 months of the effective date. This is also a good time to request purchase of service or refund repayment information, if applicable. It is your responsibility to complete and submit your retirement application. Your employer cannot do this for you. On the NVPERS website, you will find information such as forms, publications, frequently asked questions, and notifications. Once you have created a secure account, you can also view your service credit, employer reporting, and family and beneficiary information. You can also calculate benefit estimates and the cost to purchase service. Thank you for listening to today's program. If you have additional questions or need assistance, contact us at one of our offices in Carson City or Las Vegas.